What's up, guys? It's Anthony from AB Fitness Center here live with another great episode today. If you're not following me on Facebook, please do that now. Just Anthony Bevilacqua on Facebook. I accept everybody, so you can watch these actually live after the fact. But I have an awesome jam-packed episode for you guys today. Today, we're going to talk about the unfair advantage. I'm giving you guys the unfair advantage. Trainers don't want you to hear this. We're talking about the truth behind working out to get results. No trainer wants you to hear this. Trust me. You're going to find out why in this episode today. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that today has brought sunshine into your life at least a little bit. It's been beautiful outside, so hopefully you've been able to get outside and do that and take care of your health and your mental well-being. I have to apologize now if you happen to hear... Now he's me. So the dog, I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's down there and he's snoring so loud. The vet said he needed to gain weight, so we've been feeding him a lot, and I think he's like so full, so he's snoring pretty loud. So I apologize if you hear him snoring in the background. But that's my dog Apollo. He's just snoring away, sleeping. Well, hopefully you guys didn't sleep the day away today. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the truth behind actually working out to get results. No one wants you to hear this, guys. I'm laying it all out there, okay? And I have nothing to hide because you will see why in today's episode. So now I'm gonna preference this by saying I have a lot of friends in the gym industry. I have a lot of friends who own gyms. I don't agree with what all of them do, but there are some good ones out there. So I'm gonna start by saying that. I'm not just gonna sit here and bash other trainers. That's not my goal for this. My goal is to protect all of you guys out there from crap trainers and programs and other things like that, and you're going to find out why later. So I just want to preface this by saying I have a lot of friends in the gym industry. They'll probably hop on here. So I don't mean to insult any of them, but I want you guys, the people listening to this, to understand what it takes to actually get results. So we're going to dive into it. So now, there is a difference between working out just to work out and working out for a result. Okay? They're two different things. And I'm going to try to break this down for you without making it so confusing and so complicated. Hey, Brittany, I'm glad you just finished the workout with Pete. Hopefully he kicked your butt. All right? So, now, what most trainers do, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? I've ran gyms before. And Brittany says, amen, it's called training, and she's 100% right. So I've ran gyms before with trainers underneath me, and I've seen this time and time again. So I'm not just trying to spew, bad information out there. I'm just telling you guys the truth. What some trainers do is they want you to just feel it. Because if you feel it, if you feel your workout, you'll feel like you're getting your money's worth. Okay? So they'll do anything to make you feel it. There's some franchises out there who design their workout just to make you feel it. Okay? Now, can I put someone through a workout and make them feel it? Of course. But there's a difference between a productive workout and a hard workout. Okay? But a hard workout doesn't necessarily mean that it's productive for results. Okay? So keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to run through a typical gym. Again, I'm not like naming anyone or anything, but I'm just going to name a typical gym or personal training place or whatever. So you have an hour appointment with someone. Okay? So now you have 60 minutes to train someone. Okay? So now the person paying for the 60-minute session is going to want their money's worth, right? So you're going to train them the entire time. So what most trainers will do, again, I have friends on this, some of them are hopping on, so I'm not calling out all gyms, I'm just talking in general because I want the people to know the truth. So during a 60-minute session, okay, a trainer will usually take 15 minutes, and this is not a good trainer, will take about 15 minutes to warm someone up, okay? What are they doing? Killing time, okay? Doesn't take 15 minutes to warm up for an exercise. Then they get into kind of the meat and potatoes of the making you feel it. Well, they'll make you do things that are very, very hard and perceived as very, very hard. Box jumps, okay? Squat things where you're jumping up and down. A lot of cardio movements. So now what's starting to happen is now you're 30 minutes into your session, your heart rate's moving, you're starting to sweat because you're jumping around like a crazy person, or you're jumping on top of boxes, or you're just doing anything to work up a sweat. Okay? So now you're feeling it. You're like, wow, I'm sweating, I'm working out, I'm doing good. Let me ask you a question. Okay? I'm like tiptoeing on eggshells here because this is like really, I'm giving you guys like the unfair advantage here. So let me ask you guys a question. If I put you guys in a sauna, right, for 20 minutes, are you going to be sweating? Yeah, you're going to be sweating. Granted, if the sauna's turned on, right, you're going to be sweating. If I put you guys outside and made you just sit in the sun on a warm day, are you going to be sweating? Yeah, right? If I put you in a room with the heat on, right, let's just say the average temperature in the room is 68 degrees. Pete's throwing me off. He wrote, the only time I sweat is when I do biceps. He's not lying. Anyway, as I put you in a room that's 68 degrees and I make you increase your body temperature, you're going to start to sweat. But sweating does not mean you're burning fat. You're sweating. It just means you're hot and your body is getting rid of fluid to cool you down. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that you're burning fat, okay? Doesn't mean that your workout is more productive because you're sweating. So when I started my gym, it was at my garage. I had no heat in the garage. In the winter, my gym when initially started was just for me. So in the winter, I would work out in the cold. So it was like 30 degrees in there. I never sweat for like years, okay? And I was still able to lose body fat, gain muscle, the whole bit, right? So just keep that in mind during this whole thing. Sweating does not equal results. So now, the trainer is also, tricks of the trade here, a bad trainer is going to make you do movements that you've never done before, okay? Now, I should preface that by saying, they're going to make you do movements almost every workout that you've never done before. Why? Because they want to hook you. They want you to keep coming back. They want you to, I'm not going to be able to do this on my own. I need to keep going to this trainer because I don't know how to do these exercises. So we hook them. That's how they hook them. They hook them in. They get them to do these exercises that they never did before. Box jumps. No one's going to do a box jump at home. Okay? We all have couches. You can do a box jump on a couch. Is that gonna do anything, right? All these weird exercises on the floor, this, that, and the other thing, to change it up every workout, to shock the body, to make you feel like you're getting your money's worth. Okay? So those are some of the tricks of the trade with bad trainers. That's exactly what they do to hook you in and keep you going and to keep you on the merry-go-round. Okay? So that's a bad trainer. Okay? And again, I'm not calling anyone out. I have friends that own gyms, so I'm not talking to, I've just seen this stuff and it irks me because a good trainer doesn't train that way. Okay? So, this is tough, guys. This is tough. So, going back, there's a difference between a hard workout and a productive one. Again, I could put anybody through a hard workout. A hard work, I can make them puke, I can make them profusely sweat, but that doesn't always mean that it's going to equal progress, okay? What does progress and a productive workout actually mean? Well, it means it's a workout that's going to gear you toward your goals, okay? Laura said I'm on a roll. Yeah, I'm tiptoeing here. But a productive workout is one that leads you on the path to getting to where you want to go. Now, majority of the people want to look better. So if you want to look better, one of the things you have to do is focus on building muscle, okay? Muscle is the only thing that burns body fat, okay? And we'll talk about this, but you could do hours and hours of cardio, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to burn body fat in the long haul, okay? So a productive workout means it facilitated muscle growth, okay? And ladies, if you hear me say the word muscle growth, you're not going to bulk up. It's not going to happen, okay? Trust me, I've been doing this a long time. It doesn't happen. I've been trying to bulk up for years, still working on it, okay? So it's not as easy as it sounds. It's not like you pick up weights and blow up, and become Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? So if a productive workout means building muscle, okay, you have to do things that will require that. Well, let me remind you guys of something. Cardio is hardio. Right, Aaron, exactly. So let me remind you guys of something. Before all these fancy chains like the Fruit Place, I don't know, all these other like crazy boot camp type places, before all those any fancy things were around, or like the big fancy gyms that do your laundry, there was only two things people did to get results. They ate less and they lifted weights, okay? The basic thing. That's been around way before any of these fancy things. And there's a reason for that. Because your body needs a stimulus to force muscle changes. And that stimulus is weight training, okay? And I'll get into the stimulus in this later on. I have this all layered out for you guys, okay? So keep that in mind. So now, think back, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, some of the people during that time had the greatest physiques doing two things: eating less, three things: eating more protein and lifting weights. They didn't do anything special. There was actually stupid things. They would stand on this little thing and it vibrated their whole body. And they used to think that used to give them results. That was like the fake gimmick stuff. There are gyms where they do people's laundry. There is. You got to pay a premium for that one, but yeah. But before all these fancy machines and all this other crazy stuff out there, they literally just had free weights and that was it. Nothing else. Nothing. Okay? So, that's what I mean. There's a difference between a hard workout and a productive one. So for example, I can make you puke. I can put nearly all of our clients through a workout that's going to make them puke. But that doesn't mean that it was a good, productive workout for your goals. It just means you puked. It just means it was harder than what you normally were doing. That's all it means. So in order to have a productive workout, we want to make sure that we're doing something that your body didn't do the last time. So every workout is a building block for the next one. So that means that if you weren't able to do a squat properly this workout, and the next workout you were able to do a squat properly, you've progressed, okay? And now there's a stimulus for your body to put on muscle mass, okay? And to change the way your body looks. So you have to do that time and time and time again. That's why someone's workout, it doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to be productive. And there has to be certain elements in it, and I'll get into that later, that need to progress you in order to keep moving up. Slow and steady increments, okay? And there's a lot of things that are going to go into this. But hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So again, difference between a hard workout and a productive one. You want to aim to have productive workouts day in and day out. You do not want to have hard workouts back to back like some fit cross places do. Okay, you don't want to do that because when you have those hard workouts like that, your body can recover and there's not enough stimulus to change the way your body looks because the stimulus is getting changed every time. You need time. The whole theory of shocking your body is complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. It doesn't exist. You can't shock your body. You actually want to become proficient at that movement. So let's change topics for a second. Let's say I'm a basketball player and I want to get better at shooting three-pointers. Okay? That's my goal. I want to shoot better three-pointers. Do I shoot foul shots? No. It's not going to make sense. If I want to practice what I'm doing, I need to practice shooting threes and then work on my form shooting threes. I don't shoot foul shots. That doesn't equate. So it's the same thing. Squatting utilizes a lot of muscle mass at once. You use over 280 different muscles when you squat. Okay? So, if I'm getting better in the squat every time, that means that my body has to change every time I'm getting better with it. So now I'm progressing. But if I did squats one workout, if I did, leg extensions or another machine, I'm not going to be utilizing all those muscles I would be with the squat. So this is why machines are superior to free weights. Free weights, dumbbells, all those types of things are the things that will change your body the fastest because you're going to utilize a lot more muscle using them. Okay? So what does it actually take to actually lose fat and change your body? Well, we have a pyramid for success at AB Fitness Center, And most of the clients listening to this are going to be able to rattle this off because I drill this into everyone's head. 70% of your results, no matter what your goal is, whether it's gain muscle, lose fat, change the way you look, tone up, get into pants that didn't fit you before, 70% of your results are going to come from what you eat. Big Tom, what's up, buddy? Okay? So first and foremost, if your diet is not in check, you could work out all you want, nothing's going to happen. I promise you. And you can go into any gym and see that happen. You can go into any fruit theory place. You can go into any fit of cross place. And you could see people who are day in and day out, working hard, doing hard workout after hard workout after hard workout, not getting anywhere because their nutrition is subpar. So that's the first thing, okay? So if your goal is even to get results, you got to focus on the nutrition. Trainers, focus. Hair is on point even at 8:40. Thank you. Brittany, you can share it. Hit the share button. So Tom threw me off talking about my hair. What was I just saying? Oh, so 70% of your results are going to come from what you eat. So that means that nothing's going to happen unless the diet is in place. What most trainers focus on, and I give it to them, they focus on the exercise portion of it, which is important too. It's not like it's not. But the nutrition is going to be the thing that's going to take someone to the next level. So now, if a trainer doesn't have experience working with your nutrition, you need to, Tom keeps throwing me off, you need to refer your client to someone else. Refer your client to a nutritionist because that's going to be the thing that's going to get them better results. And your client will thank you for doing that because their results with you are going to be 10 times better. Okay? So keep that in mind. 70% of your results are going to come from your nutrition, no matter what. Okay? 28% of the remaining is going to come from weight training. Again, that's very different than just working out. Okay, weight training is the productive vehicle that's going to put muscle mass on your body, that's going to speed up your metabolism, and that's what's going to help you burn fat for the long haul permanently. Okay? That's weight training. Again, very different than just going into a gym and just doing random things. 2% of that equation is cardio. 2%. Digest that. 2% is cardio. So, what that means is, if you have a trainer who's making you do a cardiovascular workout, you're wasting time because cardio is a reactive thing. I go on the treadmill or I take a hard class, I burn 300 calories, it's done. Okay, you burn 300 calories. That's excellent. That's good for your heart, it's good for your lungs, that's really, really good. But your body doesn't know the difference between those 300 calories. It's a band-aid to the problem. It's like when you get sick, you take a Z-Pack. The Z-Pack helps you get better. But you wouldn't have gotten sick if you're eating your vitamins and minerals. Your vitamins and minerals are your weight training. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So again, the AB Fitness formula for success, the triangle. Okay? Good because cardio sucks. That it does. 70% of your results come from your nutrition, which is the hardest thing too, guys. I'm not trying to say that this is easy. The exercise portion, I wish the exercise portion of it was 70% because it'd be so much easier. Think about it. You go to the gym, you work out, you leave, it's done. You don't have to worry about it. But the nutrition is all day. 365, 24/7. All day. All day you're going to have to make a conscious choice on what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be eating, what you should avoid eating, fitting this in, fitting that in, getting in your protein, this. It's all day. That's what makes this so hard. That's what makes this such a difficult thing. But if you want results, you need to have them in that order, okay? You can't out-exercise a bad diet. That's why it's plastered across our gym. Isn't it a combination of burning more than you eat? It's all going to come from your nutrition because you're not going to be, you can do cardio and burn a lot of calories, but the problem is your body will adjust to that. So let's say I burned 500 calories every day. Let's just say I did that. It took me an hour on the treadmill every day. Okay? That's good. I burned 500 calories times 7, however many calories that is that I burn for the week. Now the problem is your body becomes reliant on doing that much cardio. So that means that you need to do 500 calories every day in order to maintain your loss. But that also means that your body is going to stall out. And when it stalls out, you're going to need more and more. I don't know about you, but I don't have hours to dedicate to doing cardio of all things all day. So this is why weight training is the thing. 28% of the results are going to come from weight training, okay? Because weight training is the long-term solution to the problem. So if you're, let's just say for argument's sake, you have 100 pounds of muscle on your frame. For argument's sake, that 100 pounds of muscle helps you burn 1,000 calories at rest. Let's say you gain 1 or 2 pounds of muscle. Now you're going to burn around 1,100 to 1,200 calories at rest. Now you have a bigger base to burn off of, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that kind of answered that question. And this is why cardio is not as important. Now, again, if you came to me and you couldn't do any weight training and your health was in jeopardy and you had to do something, cardio is better than nothing. But when you're trying to work smart, not hard, which is what I recommend all the time, you need to focus on the basics, which is weight training and your nutrition, okay? So like I said, cardio is more of a reactive thing, okay? And a lot of people do this. Oh, I overate last night, so I'm going to do an hour of cardio today to burn it off. Don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Your body is a survival machine, okay? If you ate 1,000 calories yesterday and you burn 2,000 calories tomorrow, your body's going to say, oh my God, I'm burning so much. I'm going to hold on to that 1,000 calories because I don't want to give up all those calories. There's no quick fix to this, guys. I promise you that. All these, 30-day this and detox diet this and all this, it's all complete crap. It's all complete crap. That's why you guys are getting the unfair advantage tonight. No trainer, no one selling you wraps and detox teas and all this. They don't want you to listen to this right now. But those of you who are listening are way ahead of everybody else. I promise you. And whether you believe me or not, or you don't want to hear it, this is the truth. You can try it another way, but it won't be a permanent result. I promise. I can guarantee it. It will not be. And people come to me all the time. Oh, but I know someone who went on this. They did this detox thing and they lost 30 pounds. Okay, good. Talk to me in 6 months. Tell me if they kept that 30 pounds off. Majority of the time they don't. They gain back more weight because then they end up losing muscle mass during that process, which means they have a slower metabolism because now they have less calories to burn off of. And now they're going to be fatter than when they started. Okay? Promise. Whether you like it or not, this is the truth. Sass coming in hot. I'm here for it. Aaron loves it. Good, Aaron. I like it. Yeah, I got the sass tonight. Someone annoyed me today. That's all I'm going to say. Someone set me off today, so I got to tell the truth here. All right. So, how do you actually train to get results? How do you do that? So, what does this weight training part of it mean? Brittany says, I want to diet cycle the rest of my life and gain 40 pounds over the next 5 years. Yeah, exactly. All right, so how do you actually train to actually get to your goals? How should you actually work out? Now, the secret, I guess, I'm going to come back to that. Like I said, I layered this, okay? So, how should you actually train to get results? Well, in order to get actual results, again, you have to focus on utilizing as much muscle mass as possible in a progressive form. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible. So, let's say, for example, someone can only do body weight squats. Okay. We all listening to this. I'm hoping that most of you guys know what a squat is. But if you don't, you squat down, you squat up. Okay. It's not that deep. You go all the way down and you go all the way up. As low as you can, as high as you can. Okay. That's a squat. Okay. When you squat, you work over 280 different muscles of your body. Now, if you did a body weight squat for 10 reps, okay, and that was really, really hard for you, you couldn't do one more rep, you've reached muscular failure at 10 reps, okay? Let's say I was working out and I put 400 pounds on the bar and I did 10 reps and I couldn't do one more rep and I racked the bar. I stimulated as much muscle as possible. Now, because I used 405 pounds and you used 0, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to gain more muscle than you, okay? It just means that we stimulated our muscle to the same rate of perceived exertion. Okay? Meaning that our bodies are both fatigued at the same level. So this is why it doesn't matter. The weight on the bar is irrelevant. All that matters is the next time we go into the gym, we do something more in that squat to stimulate more muscle. So for me, it may be do 410 or even 406 for 10 reps. Okay? And for you, it may be holding a 1 pound dumbbell or doing 11 reps. There's a lot of different ways to progress. But you have to have that element in place in order to stimulate as much muscle as possible, which will speed up your metabolism, which will lead you to a better physique, which will lead you to fitting in clothes that you never thought you could fit in or ones that you haven't worn in 20 years. I see these transformations every day. Every day. And the result that I'm talking about, as long as you keep up with everything, is permanent. Permanent. That's very different than losing weight in 30 days and stopping. Permanent. That means forever. Forever. There's a reason. People look at me, Pete, Laura, and they're like, oh, you guys are already in shape. You got it. Stop working out. There's no point. But we have to keep stimulating it in order to keep it, in order to keep progressing. In order to do that, we have to keep pushing ourselves. So there's the secret to results is really progression with your workouts. So essentially, if you've never changed your workout program, but you progressed every time, meaning you've gotten better and you've kind of built a foundation, you've kind of went up and up and up every time, you would get results way better than changing your routine every day. Okay? So the secret to results is something called progressive overload. So what that basically means is every time you work out, you need to progress in some sense. Now, you don't have to progress with putting weight on the bar. Okay, not everyone's goal is to squat 1,000 pounds, besides the fact that it gets hard after a certain point to do that, right? So otherwise, everyone would be walking around squatting 3,000 pounds. Okay, it's just not going to happen. But there's different ways to progress. Okay, you can progress with weight on the bar. And again, if you're just starting squatting and you're using your body weight and you did 10 reps and that's all you could have done, adding a 5-pound weight to it can make all the difference. That's progression. Okay, that's with weight. You could also progress with reps. So if you did 10 reps today, you do 11 reps tomorrow, your body says, wait a minute, last time we did 10 reps, we did one more today, I have to compensate for that progression, so I'll get bigger and stronger. Okay? Even if your goal is not to physically get stronger, just having that progression in there will tell your body, okay, I need to maintain this muscle tissue, maintain that high metabolism so I can keep doing this. Okay? So I can burn more body fat now. Does this make sense? Okay? You could progress with weight. You could progress with reps. You can progress with sets. How many times you do it. So if I did 400 pounds on squats, I keep using squats as an example. If I did 400 pounds on squats for 10 reps with one set, if I did it next week for 2 sets, I've progressed. I made progression. Okay? And you could use this in any way, shape, or form. So if I did 405 this week, for 10, but it was like really sloppy and like not good. If I did it next week and my form was a lot better, everything was much more crisp, I progressed because my form was better. So this is why changing your workouts all the time is the worst thing you could do, because you're never telling your body, you're never giving your body that demand to change it. Okay? Me, Pete, Laura, we're all 100% natural athletes. We've competed naturally. We've never taken a drug in our life. And why we are the way we are and why people look to us for certain things is because we are strict with our nutrition and we are strict with progressing every time in the gym. Okay? And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be this mind-breaking thing where everybody comes in and they deadlift 300 pounds. Do people get strong training with us? Of course. Is that their main goal? No. Do they get permanent results? Yes. Every time, like clockwork, if they follow through. That's the key, if they follow through. Okay? Because the nutrition is the hardest part for everybody. I promise. So that's the secret to actually results. Progression. Okay? You could progress with weights, adding weight to the bar. You could progress with more reps. You could progress with more sets. You could progress with better form every time. Again, this is why trainers don't want to hear that. Because they want to give you an exercise that you've never done before. So you say, psychologically, you say, how am I ever going to be able to do this on my own? I can't do this on my own. A lot of my most successful clients can tell me the workout before I can tell them, because they understand the concept of progressing. They understand it. They get it. So that's why there's only so many exercises you can do to stimulate muscle. Okay? And we focus, because our sessions are only 30 minutes. So think about it. You can go on my page. You can look at all my results that I've gotten with clients. You can ask any one of my clients. Our sessions are only 30 minutes because we focus on the stuff that matters. You don't need to have all the fluff in there to have a hard workout. You just have to have a productive one. And we want to get you to your goal as fast as humanly possible. So that means putting you through productive workout time and time and time again. and just doing that. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Because the more we do that, the more we string together productive workouts, the better off you're going to be. Okay? Not lying. That's the AB Fitness difference, is that we try to string together productive workouts. Nothing we do is signal. Oh, there we go. Facebook, killing me. Nothing we do is revolutionary. You know, we lift weights, okay? So we find you where you're at, okay? I should preface by saying that because not everyone who walks in my gym can squat, right? We find you where you're at, and we find out a way to progress you, okay? And every workout we progress you. Every workout you build a little bit more muscle tissue. Every workout you're building that base of your metabolism. And every workout you're better off than you were last time. So, if you're listening to this and you may have a bad trainer or someone doing the things that I said earlier, okay? I gave you the unfair advantage. I'm telling you guys what it takes to get results. 70% from your nutrition, 28% from weight training, okay? And 2% from cardio. You can't mix this up. I promise you. It won't work. It will not work. I promise you. And the people that try, good luck. Okay? That's the AB Fitness difference. That's why we are light years ahead of everybody else. I can say that with pride because I know what we have. I know what we offer. I see this day in and day out. If you're doing anything different, if your trainer's having you jump up and down off a box, sorry. All right, guys. Hopefully this episode helped you. Hopefully I was able to give you the insight that you needed in order to get results. Okay? Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one.